him. Okay, so we need our second character. A name. Do you guys have any good names? There's a couple people in chat. If you have a good name for a character, let me know. I don't really have names picked for characters too much. I did write some stuff down. I do have some if no one has any suggestions. But we know our class. Ooh, a bard. I didn't even think about a bard. A monk. Yeah, what kind of main rogue, ranger, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard? A warlock is the one who's made a pact? Yeah, through pacts made with mysterious beings of supernatural power, warlocks unlock magical effects. I would really like that the an enemy of Tiamat, some power who does not like the idea of Tiamat coming back, has made a pact with a warlock that if he or she seeks out this cult and destroys them, they will give them great power along the way. So we'll definitely want to do a warlock. Do we want to do a player's handbook, Xanathar's guide? What's the difference? They have a little bit difference. Patreon's attitude. Yeah, I think that, because if we use the regular book, like let's see, we have I'll make it bigger for you guys to see. The warlock class from Xanathar's guide versus the basic handbook. There's our warlock for us from the player's handbook. Doesn't look like it doesn't have all the nifty tables and extra things like special terms for the pact. All these extra tables we get to roll on. So that's why I want to use that for our warlock. So we will, where's our warlock? Xanathar's guy. We will drag that onto our class and level, and boom, there we go. Okay, select choose skills and list below they can be proficient in. Deception, Arcana. I think they're going to be our magic user for all intents and purposes. So we'll give them Arcana. Deception. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Deceptive warlock. Yeah. I would like to. Can we get back our warlock class? Let's roll our Patreon attribute. Each interaction with your capricious patron is a surprise, whether pleasant or painful. Interesting. Notes. Each interaction with your... So they're very fickle. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. That was our patron attitude. Let me reset my dice here. That's good. Then we have our special terms. So, 6. When you use an eldritch invocation, you must speak your patron's name aloud or risk incurring displeasure. That sounds interesting. Which means he's gonna be like some weird anime character always saying out the name of whatever he's doing or something like that. Interesting. And binding mark. Ooh, what kind of mark does he have? This will go on his appearance for sure. Appearance. Each time you wake up, a small blemish on your face appears in a different place. So there's a moving blemish. I see. Okay. Sounds good. That kicks some of that. Okay. Yeah, we need to roll a gender. Let's roll gender. So, even, girl, odd, boy. Of course, I can't see the number. Odd, it's a man. So let's go to... portraits. We need a... Is there a good, interesting... There's a warlock. Bald-headed warlock. Ooh. A tiefling warlock? That would be a little interesting. What else do we have here in our built-in D&D 5e? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Drow. Yeah, a race for our warlock. We should probably pick that before we pick our picture, huh? I don't know. What's a good race for a warlock? I don't want to min-max too much, but at least a little bit that would work out. Or a good race for warlock 5e. That's some base work. Anything that gets a little bit of a charisma bonus. Oh, tieflings, half-elves, and Asimir. And of course, humans. Yeah, the problem is we don't really know. We'd have to create who our patron is. They're very fickle. We don't. If the patron is like an angelic thing, I would say Asimir is a really good mix to do with that. But if not, then maybe a tiefling. I think they will pick one of their own. So let's roll. Are they demonic or angelic? So odds, angelic, even, demonic. Even, it's a demon. So our class is going to be a tiefling. Not our class, our race, sorry. Double click. Is going to be a tiefling. Elf, no, rogue, halfling, bard. Oh, druid. How is it going? Warlock. It's probably going to be at the end, huh? Tiefling. Tiefling, wizard, warlock, tiefling. Tiefling rogue, tiefling fighter, bard, tiefling. I don't really have any good pictures of a tiefling, I don't think. I think for now we'll just pick a basic tiefling male picture. Yeah, he's a male. I think, you know, in his prime, why would a patron pick anybody who isn't in their prime? We'll go with somebody in their prime or so. 5. What? 5. Say 5'10". Sure, why not? Weight. 190, size medium. Oh, he's definitely lawful neutral. I wouldn't say evil. I think we'll go neutral is about as hard as we can go on that. But we'll go with that for sure. Okay. deity will be our patron, not our deity, but we should roll our personality stuff for him. First, let's do skills. Let's kind of go in order here. Do our stats and skills. So, a lot of work going into characters. So, after 27 point buy, we are a tiefling. Oh, there's descendants. Nah, we're gonna go with the basic tiefling. Okay, if we want to be good in charisma, so we're gonna crank that up to the max we're allowed to put it to start. Classes, one good thing about the classes for Warlock in the PHB is that it does tell you a quick build. First charisma and then constitution. Okay, so then we'll go constitution. I don't think he'll be wise or intelligent because that maybe a little, but constitution. I don't know what else to do. What else does his skills use? Let's think. What's his background? What's a good background for a warlock? Let's see. Otherworldly patrons. Okay, no. Equipment. Where is the... background. So that was my other class. Another class. Warlock. Hoard and Beholder. Creating a warlock. Background. Charlatan. We have tables. We just have charlatan ideals. There's a good background table. What is a charlatan? You're always had a way with people. You know what to make them tick. Ah, so that kind of a warlock. We already know he is. We already know he. Okay. I don't know. A charlatan, so a warlock. False identity. I don't know if I like the background charlatan. Is there another? There's classes. Where do I find a list of backgrounds in this game? Library. Is there a backgrounds tab? No. I don't know if there's a big search all function for this or not, but let's see, just backgrounds. I think our background should have some impact on our character stats. You know, if they're a charlatan, maybe then they're very wise or something. We'll stick with our basic backgrounds. Okay. Acolyte, charlatan, criminal, entertainer, folk hero, guild artist and hermit, outliner, noble, urchin, soldier, sailor, sage. They're gonna go fight. They're gonna be this magical person called up by somebody. I kind of like acolyte. Someone who's already in this religious idea, and then they get like an epiphany, a vision, and basically they make this pact to go out. They're they're dabbling in this realm already. That sounds really good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So tables, acolyte. The problem is, how do I get a background for the acolyte? Just back. Let's see. Because when you add it to it, it gives you some stuff automatically. So, maybe it's just in the library. That's where it'll be. Everything will be in here. Or do I actually have to open up the player's handbook? Backgrounds. There it is. Acolyte. Aha. Slowly but surely figuring this out. Slowly but surely. Let's see, where did I lose? I have so many tabs open right now. Okay, let's see, so he's an acolyte. See, that should have given us, see, it automatically puts in our insight and religion from our background. So we want to roll our acolyte bond. Where is our... Oh, that's right, we're gonna do this. The Arcana and History, Religion, we already have it. I don't think we'll get Arcana from anything else. History, I like History, that'll be good. Otherworldly patron options from the list below. The Archfey, the Fiend, Great Old One, the Archfey, the Fiend, the Great... And they're repeating. X-Blade, Celestial... Otherworldly feature. One, you begin with Otherworldly being choice Archfey, the Fiend, the Great One. What's the Great Old One? Is there any information on the Great Old One? Your patron is a mysterious entity whose nature is utterly foreign to the fabric of reality. It might come from a far realm, a space beyond reality, or it could be one of the elder gods known only in legends. Now that's interesting because Tiamat is something along those lines. At least it's better than like a fiend or something. And so another old one who is also along a similar lines, who doesn't like this, could definitely go with that. So I think we're gonna pick the Great One. We'll pick the Great One. Yes. And it updated all the stuff for us. Makes my job so much easier when I make this. Okay, so we did that. That's set, that's set. Okay, so that's our skills now. Backgrounds we don't need. Acolyte bonds, that's right, we need our... So... Notes. Okay, our bond, do we roll it and I didn't see it? Oh yeah, our bond. Is there a way to like minimize this? I wish they could just like collapse it into something smaller. Yes, there it is. I seek to preserve texts. Is this our ideal or our bond? It's our bond. I seek to preserve a sacred text that my enemies consider heretical and seek to destroy. That's how he got his patron. He was reading texts that he wasn't supposed to. And it opened his mind. Oh, perfect. A flaw? My piety sometimes leads me to blindly trust those who profess faith in my God. So he's still pretty strict, but they don't really like him necessarily. Personality trait? Oh, I skipped ideal. Ideal is charity. I always try to help those in need, no matter what the personal cost. Interesting. And personality. Nothing can shake my optimistic attitude. I have a great old patron. No one can stop me. Oh boy. We have an optimistic along with a nervous ranger. Interesting. Okay, sounds good. We did say we want to give him a couple extra personalities. So let's go back to our other personality trait with a 57. This thing likes to run the same numbers in a row. We already have 50. How about a 71? Oh, he's proud. Perfect. Proud and optimistic. And pious. Oh god. This ought to be good. And 67. Philosophical. Ooh. Sometimes the dice just turn out right. The dice just do the same thing. Okay, the dice work. Philosophical and... Oh, that's right, we need one more. Just get us started. 14? We'll go with 14, that's what the dice said. Cold. He can come off as cold sometimes, yes. If you're proud, philosophical, pious, you're probably a little cold. But he's very, very generous. He's very charitable. So, he comes off like that, but deep down, he's still got a good heart. That's why he's an adventurer out there to destroy the evils of the world. Sounds great. Okay, now I know for abilities we need to choose 2 languages of our choice. Common is always one. He's going to need to speak at least some kind of fiend. Infernal, yes, because of his god. His patron. Infernal. Halfling. Elvish. I mean, he is a acolyte, so he should have another language. Something like that. But he was digging in. So what's related to Infernal? Is there a language related to Infernal? It looks like Elvish or something. Or Dwarvish. Because I know some of them share the same fonts. Not Dwarvish. There is Abyssal, which would be a little weird, but... You know, he is a tiefling, and tieflings have been touched by it. And so if his ancestry is something other than that mix that's been touched... Undercommon. That, I think that the underworld. So he was digging around in some undercommon texts that he wasn't supposed to. And that's what did him. That's where he found the book. That's where he then later contacted his patron in the Underdark. Sounds good. Will he be able to use it? I don't know. Yeah, there's spells we have to do for him, right? Acolyte. Okay, where is my... I think I got rid of my classes. Warlock, Answer's Guide. Mark. So cantrips. Spells known to spell slots 1. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to delete them. Reset. That's not it. Need to add something. Spell slots. Oh, do I have to add it all over again? I don't know. Can I up his level? And did that make it pop up again? Oh, I messed it up. Packed magic. Warlock spells. Cantrip, you need 2 spells. Okay, so his spells are improved score ability, Eldritch. Ancient Patrick Magic. Known spells. Okay, and I need to go here and go to spells. Level 1. Ritual, no. Source. Warlock, Great One. Is that what we need to do? Or just any? Spells known, spell slots, 1 spell slot. And known cantrip. Like a cantrip in here, or okay, still not. One reason why I don't like playing magic users is because, or at least heavy magic users, is because the spells, man, the spells. Let's see if I can't find from the D&D Player's Handbook. We can't find cantrips, spells. Level 1 spells, you know 2 spells. You know Dissonant Whispers and Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Maybe 2 of any spells, or do they have to be? These are the Warlock spells. Range can hear you. A pain. You must make a saving throw or fail. It takes 3d6 psychic damage, and you immediately use its reaction to move away. What is Hideous Laughter? You see within range. Funny and laughter. The target falls prone, becoming incapacitated, laughing like crazy. No, we don't like that one. Can we delete this item? Delete item. Delete item. Yes. I wish there's like a way to like. Okay, here we go. Oh, just click on Warlock spells. Genius. Okay, we need 2 cantrips. We have Blade Ward. Extend your hand. Resistance against damage. Ooh, that sounds nice. Chilling Touch, Eldritch Blast, Friends. Advantage on all charisma checks. Ah, okay. Mage Hand. Minor Illusions, Poison Surge, Prestidigitation, and True Strike. Gain advantage. Okay, so let's think about this. Our patron is a great old one, right? I think Eldritch Blast kind of fits with that theme. We'll definitely give him Eldritch Blast. Mage Hand. Seems like a ghost or something. Poison Spray, Minor Illusions. We're not a trickster. Poison Spray would be good. Like, I'm not building this for min-maxing RPG stuff. We're building this to make good, interesting characters that we can kind of grow. Prestidigitation, no. Oh, no, he's fickle. But you know what? I like Blade Ward. I like the fact that he could just make himself stronger. He's just old. We'll do that. And then our spells. Charm Person, Comprehend Language, Expeditious Retreat, Hellish Rebuke, Hex. Oh, extra damage. Hellish Rebuke. Ooh, I like Hellish Rebuke. That sounds good. Protection from good and evil. Certain types of creatures. What does that mean? They get a disadvantage against attack rolls against you? That sounds good. Witch Bolt, Unseen Servant. Illusory Script. When writing appears normal written in your hand, conveys a meaning to intended text. I like Hellish Rebuke and Dissonant Whispers. This just like condemning works. I think really works well. These two together make a nice thing. Okay, so those are our 2 spells for level 1. Our 2 cantrips. Spell slots, invocations known. We'll worry about that at level 2. Our proficiencies should already be in our where do they put the proficiencies? I saw it before. There it is. Light armor, simple weapons, no tools, saving throws, our charisma skills. And we chose our 2 skills. Okay, our equipment, here we go. So items. We can get a light crossbow or a simple weapon, a component pouch, or an arcane focus. What's an arcane focus? Focus. Oh, why can't it find it? Pouch. It's not in his answers guide? Is this from... Oh, ouch. Oh, do I need to... No, it does it. Player's Handbook. Component pouch. Focus. It's an item not built into the game. Library. Where's my library? Focus. It should come from Xanathar's Guide because that's where we got the Xanathar's Guide, everything player guide. Arcana. I don't know, I can't find it. Well, because I can't, let's just do pouch. And let's give him a component pouch. A component pouch. Scholar's Pack or Dungeoneering Pack? Let's see, probably a Scholar's Pack. Unless he was Dungeoneering, because he was exploring the Underdark in his past. Missions and 50 rope. And what is a Scholar's Pack? A Scholar's Pack is a book of lore, bottle of ink, pens, writing stand, small knife. Nah, he's a Dungeoneer. Definitely Dungeoneering Pack for him. And look, it adds everything. That's so cool. And leather armor or simple weapon, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers. So dagger. 2 daggers. Simple weapon. Weapons. Oops. Weapons. Simple melee weapon. A dagger. It's a lot of them. Oh, because all the +1s are here. Items. Weapons. Same thing. He has a dagger already. We should show me like the basic weapons because weapon list. That's better. Rather than opening the huge one, it gives us this. A club, a hand axe, a javelin, a light hammer, a mace, a quarterstaff, a sickle, or a spear. A mace is pretty standard. Lots of religious things that from the time period where they come from is usually something to do with maces. But I think we're gonna have a cleric, and I like the cleric to use a hammer or a mace. So, his weapon, I like a sickle. Kind of this little more like a reaper kind of vibe, or a hand axe. I like kind of using non-conventional weapons. A lot of people are like, oh, I have a sword, and I have a shield, and I have a spear, and I have a bow. It's like, what about a hand axe or mace? Like, give them a little bit of unique character to what it does. Yeah, I think a hand axe. We're gonna give him a hand axe, leather armor, and a light crossbow or an extra simple weapon. I think we'll give him a light crossbow and 20 bolts. So we need to go to weapons. Oh, are they collapsible? Good. Hand axe doesn't need ammo. Crossbow, he does have 20 ammo. And I guess technically he has 1 ammo because he can throw a dagger and a hand. Oh, he has 2 hand axes. Oh, throwing and... Did I give him 2 hand axes? No. Okay, it's just in there twice as the 2 different styles. Cool. Okay, oh, leather armor. Is it the light leather armor? Or, yeah, there's only one choice. One thing I don't like is there's no really good way to, like, sort this stuff. Like, I guess I could drag it. Like, what's my... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Is there a way to easily, like... Just wanting to move though. No! Stop! To sort my equipment a little bit easier, but it doesn't appear so. Okay, and I don't think he gets a tool. That simple weapon and 2 daggers. Okay. Eldritch invocations. Level 2. Okay, don't worry about that now. Okay, that should fit him out for all of that. Okay. Oh, we still haven't figured out a name for this guy. Okay, let's see. I've got name lists all over the place. Just look at a few here. Let's see what we could do for a name. Again, Boris. We'll go with Boris. Boris, our tiefling warlock who has a pact with an old one to destroy. He is a tiefling. And we haven't done stats either. Man, I'm jumping all over the place. Sorry about that. Kind of chasing rabbit holes as we go down. A tiefling. So we want Constitution and Charisma. I think he's not going to be wise. Maybe he's a little intelligent. I'm going to say he's strong because he needs a little bit of strength in there. How do I want to do this? Do you want to give him... No, we'll stop at 14. 12 strength. Yeah, Charisma is definitely 15. I don't think he's gonna be the wise. He is kind of he's intelligent, or is he wise? And that's the thing. Like, I always want to like double check what the difference between wisdom and intelligence is. I mean, one way you could do is look at our derived skills. So wisdom is insight, animal handling, medicine, perception, survival. Intelligence is religion, history, arcana. Yeah, he's an intelligence guy. He's not a wise guy. He's an intelligence guy. I don't think he's that dexterous. That's 27 points. As of right now, he's sitting at 17. Oh, is there a race? Ah, there is race. Means I should have done that. There we go. And it would add all that stuff for him automatically. 17, 8. I don't think it lets me. Normal buys unless you go down below 8. 8. I want to have 13 intelligence. Wait, total that's 14. And 14 constitution. He's just 10 dexterity and 12. Oops. 10 dex. No, not 1,000. 10 dexterity and 12 strength. There we go. Okay. No, I didn't add. Oh, did my other character? Where's my PC? I did add Tabaxi. Okay, good. So Rex and Boris. There we go. Race, tiefling, speed, set, trait, speed. Intelligence applied, adjusted charisma points by 12. Trait, score, ability score increase. Trait, dark vision. Oh, he's commenting her twice now. Because he does get it from just being a race. Hellish resistance. You're resistant to fire damage. And Infernal Legacy. You know the Thaumaturgy cantrip. So I need my cantrips again. Oh, where's my Warlock? Classes, Warlock. Warlock. Skill. Library. And... Warlock. Selected Player's Handbook. Why is it? There we go. Classes. Warlock. Warlock spells. Oh, I need just any Thermatogy. I just need spells. Hold again. Abilities, there's Infernal Legacy, and we know that. And control such rebuke at level 5, you can cast Darkness. Inventory. Abilities, notes. I don't remember what tab everything is under. Actions, there we go. Cantrip, Dermatogy. You manifest a minor wonder, assign supernatural power or within range. Your voice booms, you cause flames, you can cause harmless tremors, blah 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 blah. Okay, we can make ourselves really cool. Good, I think that about does it. I think that about does it. For him, we have our stats, our senses, our AC. Check if my armor's working properly. Yes, it is. That should do it for Boris. And everything. So let's see. We're gonna. Okay, we've only got another. Planning on doing about 2 hours today. Seeing how many characters I could get through. With all the choices. So I want to do some backstory stuff with these guys. We've already talked a little bit as we've been creating them. But I think we will get started on our next